Welcome back to Penguin Game Day. We're going to talk about the other football, and that's women's soccer with Rich Wall, in his first season as the YSU women's soccer coach. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Off to a 1-5 start, but teams you lost to: Indiana, Texas Tech, Missouri, Kent State. I mean, who made this schedule out?
Yeah, no, I'll take 100% credit for it. I think, when I got in here in January, the history of women's soccer at YSU hasn't been one of success if we're looking at results, wins and losses. And so I think the biggest thing for me was let's go mix up the competition level. And frankly, I think it's got us playing at a faster speed. And we're excited for where we're going heading into the Horizon League schedule.
So to beat the Horizon League teams, you have to have a schedule like this. It prepares you for that?
I think so. When you look at Milwaukee's won, I think, 7 or 8 of the last championships in a row. The standard's Milwaukee right now until somebody changes that. And for me, I don't think Milwaukee can be the best team on our schedule if we want to beat Milwaukee. So, and that goes for the rest of the Horizon League as well.
Coach, you were at Mercyhurst in Coastal Carolina. Why did you want to come to Youngstown State?
Opportunity. I really believed in Rebecca and Ron. They believed in me, right? They sought me out, and I think it just became the right opportunity at the right time for me and my family.
Your victory this year is over St. Bonaventure, a pretty good women's soccer program. So what's the key for the season?
Consistency, right? I think what we're starting to learn about ourselves, we can play with anybody, we can compete with anybody. Last 45, 60 minutes of St. John's over the weekend showed that we can do that. And so now we just have to go out, be consistent, and compete at a high level.
Coach, on Sunday you go to Michigan to play, so you're making your Big 10 rounds and Big 12 rounds.
Yeah, no, super excited, and we've got a few girls from Michigan on the team and a staff member as well, and so it'll be a really good opportunity to play, again, another really high-level opponent, and one of our last 2 tests before we get into conference play.
When you get into conference, who's the team to beat? I mean, you mentioned Milwaukee. Are they still?
Yeah, it's Milwaukee right now, and until anybody dethrones them, really. And then I think it's anybody else after that, so why not us?
Coach, you play over in a great facility across the street from here. I know that probably was a selling point as well to come here.
Brand new turf back over Thanksgiving. I think, again, the support we're getting from the administration here is second to none. There's nothing to complain about. We've got great facilities from our locker room to our field, everything.
Where do you see women's soccer at the collegiate level going?
Hopefully far. I still think that as the women's game evolves at the pro level, there's still a really big market for Division I soccer. It's a little different on the men's side when you look at the opportunities to play globally. And women's soccer right now, I think the highest level outside of the professional leagues is Division I.
Coach, we appreciate your time tonight. I know you're 1-5, but you're playing a heck of a schedule. Best of luck on Sunday against Michigan.
Thank you. Go Guns.
Right. And for more information on the YSU women's soccer team or any other sport here at Youngstown State, you can log on to the website. It is ysusports.com. And for tickets, you can call 941-1978. That will do it for this edition of Penguin Game Day. Again, the women's soccer team in action Sunday afternoon at Michigan. The football team right here at Stambaugh Stadium Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. The tailgate lots open at 8 a.m. Don't forget the State Farm Kids Day over at the softball complex at 11 o'clock.